Okay, so we're here live with the Kona on the website. So this is Patrick Langer, looks like, and he's looking really good. He's looking very good. Look at that posture. He's carved up. He is carved up right now, and he's going to look at this dude here. This is Lionel Sanders. He looks like he is bonking hard. His upper body's all over the shop. His muscles have run out of sugar soon. Look, this dude is cooked, man. This dude is cooked. I'm gonna give some harsh criticisms now, but this dude's cooked. I can read his body language, and he is done. He is finished. He's dehydrated. He's run out of sugars. He's run out of carbs, and he is done. Was that Fernando just going past the other way there? But what's going on the other right run I just sent? What was going on there? Oh, this is out and back course. Okay, so, but this is what you look like when you're undercarbed. This is what you look like when you're dehydrated. What's going on here? What's going on here? But advertising Cliff Bars. I could do a Cliff Bar right now. It's proudly sponsored by Cliff. Get a Cliff Bar now. Carb the fuck up with Cliff. So look at him. Look at that white line. Look how he's zigzagging all over the place. That white line. Look at that. He's fucked, man. He is cooked. Look at that white line. Look at that white line. Look how much he's like a DUI driver. Running under influence. He's an RUI. He's running under the influence of undercarbness. He's run out of muscle glycogen. And this, my friends, is why a low-carb diet doesn't work. Now, I'm not saying to do low-carb, because he wouldn't have gotten this far as a pro athlete if he's doing low-carb, of course. But his body's in low-carb right now. He's approaching ketosis. He's trying to get some food. He's trying to smoke it. Maybe he thinks it's a cigarette. I don't know. Maybe he's smoking when he's a teenager. But look at this. Look at this carved up. Look at that. Look at that heel lift. Look at that. This is perfect form. This motherfucker's going to win it, man. He is holding his shit together. He's carved up. He's hydrated. Perfect posture. Just done 180 k's in the bike. 3.8 or 4.2. How fast is swimming? I don't even know. What I do know, I can't even swim. Look at that. He's drinking it. Oh, he doesn't even hold the water in his cheeks. This guy's hydrated as fuck. You can tell when someone's dehydrated because they sip water and they hold it in their cheeks. He just sipped it and swallowed it, mate. This guy doesn't spit. He swallows. And he swallowed that water really, really good. That's the sign he's hydrated. The cheeks didn't puff. It went down the goblet, down the gullet. What else can we see? Is this a drone shot? Is this a drone shot? Is it a helicopter shot or what? Yes, a helicopter. You see those palm trees starting to blow in the wind of the blades of the helicopter. And it's just a big motherfucking drone, a full natty bra drone. But you don't get too close, you blow those cyclists off their bike. Imagine that. And Tim Don got hit by a car on this highway. I mean, Hawaii. Look, I've never been to Hawaii, but it looks like a shit place to train with all the cars and stuff. You know, it's very unfortunate. Thailand's a lot better place to train. Here we go. Here we go. What's he doing? What's he doing there? He's getting a drink. See how he held the water in his mouth a lot more. He's overheating. He's very, very hot. He held the water in his watch his mouth. Look at that. See the cheeks puff? See the cheeks puff? He's dehydrated, which means he's run out of carbs. Let's have another look. Let's have another look. So he's a little too late with that. A little too late. And he is struggling. He is struggling, man. Wow, he could have won Kona. He could have won Kona if he just had a few more gels and a little bit more water. He would have won Kona. Wow. Wow. He would have won Kona with 50 cents of sugar in his water bottle. This guy would have won Kona. 50 cents, man. Fucked his whole career up with 50-cent mistake. Even less than 50 cents. 30 cents of sugar. It would be 300 grams. And 300 grams of sugar doesn't cost 30 cents. I was going to say it does. It's probably cheaper, depends where you live. See, 30 cents. If he had 300 grams of sugar at 1.5 hours previous, he wouldn't be bonking. Look at this guy. Look at him, you know. He puffs his cheek a little bit just because he's trying to drink so fucking much like a chipmunk. But when someone just gets a sip, you know, he was just trying to skull. But, man, look at that. He's putting that down his belly there, staying cool. But look at that. Looking very, I mean, such good running technique because he's carved up and hydrated. Look at that. Looks so good, man. He's just on point, on point. He's not breaking down, but the guy he's about to catch is going to do it. Anyway, while we're talking, I just read, now excuse me, I'm a bit ignorant in triathlon world, who names such and such as, but I know Jan Fernando, or whoever it is, the reigning champ from last year, he pulled out after 3 Ks in the run. And a lot of guys from the Sunshine Coast, Australia, where I used to live, pulled out. Now, I don't know if they train together. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. But how the fuck is so many guys pulling out from the similar or same training bunch? It's like they almost all of them try to do low carb. You know what I mean? It's like they all try to do low carb or something like that. And because their performances indicate that. I mean, Ironman's not hard. It's only like an 8-hour event if you're fast. 12 hours, 15 hours if you're slow. It's not even, you get to sleep in the hotel that night. It's not difficult. That's why I've never done it, because it's not really a challenge for me. I know I can do it easily. I like events that sort of challenge me, like Indie Pack, things like that. But, so to run out of carbs in such a short event means that the person's made some really bad dietary advice mistakes. They didn't take on the 100 grams per hour. You want to take at least 100 grams per hour in Kona. 100 grams of sugar per hour in Kona. This guy is cooked. His body is breaking down. Look at that limp. He's going to get an injury potentially. His whole left side's all locked up just because he's cramping, because he's dehydrated and he's undercarb, primarily undercarb. Because when you're undercarb, you dehydrate, and then everything goes to shit from there. And we can tell he's dehydrated because he puffed his cheeks like a little chipmunk with just one sip of water. He wasn't trying to guzzle a lot. He's just had a little sip. So he is struggle town. What shoes is he wearing? He needs more cushioning in his shoes. Use Ultra Paradigm. Ultra Paradigm, the best shoes for Ironman. More cushioning's better. You can run faster with less fatigue metabolites because your legs aren't getting smashed. Oh, look at this gap is getting closed down like a motherfucker. This is getting closed down. It's like a train running down on a... Wow, it's like the movies where they get the pretty girl and they tie her to the train tracks and the train's coming barging down. And that's what, oh my God, this is horrendous. Watch this. This is, oh my God. This is going to go down in history. Carbs versus... This is like perfection. This is carbs versus ketosis. Right here, right now. This is carbs versus ketosis. Look at that form, Tori.
He's so good.
He's carved up. He's carved up.
It looks like he's just started a run.
Yeah.
He's fresh.
No fatigue. Ironman, no fatigue. In the heat, no fatigue. Full natty bra.
Well, how long has he been going for?
7 hours 43.
Oh, shit.
And they're almost as fast as my marathon PR in an Ironman.
Wait, it's the run that's last, isn't it?
The run, the swim, bike, run.
Right.
So it's like 3.8k swim, I think it is, and then 180k on the bike, and then 42k marathon.
Oh, just to end it for you.
You know, which is not hardcore. It's hardcore to go the times these guys are doing, but it's crazy. What's he doing now? He's getting rid of that extra weight. So it's like a padded bra.
So what's he drinking?
He almost got fucking haymaker. He'd be drinking Coke, sugar water, sports drink. Now see what happened here. This athlete is a fucking amateur. He's taken on so much water and sugar now. He should have been doing that. Again, 30 cents. This guy could have won 30 cents, man. So this guy could have won Kona with 30 cents and would have won 30 grand. What's the prize money for Kona? Is it 30 grand, 100 grand? A 30 cent is, oh my God, look at this. This is done. High carb versus low carb right now. This is low carb. This is what happens when you do low carb diet in a race. You are done. You are cooked. Look at that. He's sprinting up. He's going to punch him in the back of the head. No, he's not. Oh, not even a nod.
He's not going to even get on the
Not even a nod. Not even a thumbs up. Like, bitch, I'm passing you. Oh, my God, the shade thrown. Oh, not even a nod. Not even a thumbs up. Not even a condescending slap on the back.
He's
just
struggling.
Straight pass. That's low carb versus high carb. Carbs in the blue, ketosis in the white. And
look at his face, how calm he looks.
Yeah, there you go. Look, exactly. Good,
like, he's just got such relaxed
good
look.
noticing, Tori. Like, that's what we want to look at athletes. We want to notice what they're doing. Look at that white line. Look at that white line. Look how he's zigzagging all over the place behind. He can't even run in a straight line. He's just in ketosis. This is low carb versus high carb. This guy in the front has got his mouth half closed. He's doing it easy. This guy in the front going faster. He's got no competition today. And look at that.
What lead does he have on him?
Oh, it's about 20 metres right now, 25 metres. What's he playing his dong? What's he doing?
He's got bananas.
He's got a banana in his pants. Does this get any better? He's got a fucking banana in his dong. Oh my God, I thought he was packing heavy down there. There's a fucking banana. Was that seriously? Holy shit, that's this guy's
he's getting stuff from his head.
He's got his flexibility, eating his own banana. Holy shit, man. If it couldn't get any better, he pulls a banana out of his fucking budgie smugglers and has a bite on it, has a chomp on it at the end of Kona, mate. Look at this. Oh, man, is this guy even going to finish? Is this poor guy going to finish? Is this poor guy even going to finish? I mean, oh, man. You know, people are going to probably hate me after this video. I'm just being a commentator here. I don't even know these guys, any of these guys, so maybe they're fans of mine, maybe they hate me now. I don't know. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to give out physiological commentary right now and sit here in my armchair and critique. But seriously, low carb versus high carb. This is the carb the fuck up, yellow shoes, blue boy runner, pulling a fucking banana out of his budgie smugglers, winning Kona with a banana. That is fucking legendary. I've never ever seen anyone pack a banana in their budgie smugglers outside of a strip show. This is epic. This is going to go down in history as the high carb domination. Going down in history. Oh my God. How far have we got to go? How far have we got to go? The gap is opening up. It's opening up. But this guy, second low carb guy, ketosis man, he's about to explode. He is about to explode. He's had that last surge of adrenaline with that shade. You know what I mean? Oh, that gap is opening up. That gap is opening up big. That's a big gap. That's getting opened right up. We're going deep in there. That's getting opened right up. And oh man, he's going to explode massively. So this guy is from Germany. As a Deutsch, Patrick Langer. We'll call him Banana Schlong. Wow. How many Ks they got to go? This 7:47, so they've probably got a bit to go. Probably got half an hour to go. I'll cut the live stream a bit earlier, but then we'll see what history does with this one. But it is hilarious. But I'm not sure. These guys look a lot slower, and these guys are the elite. You know what I mean? They run pretty slow in the marathon. We can get them a lot quicker. I would recommend that they wear the singlet. This guy's got let's give him some praise, but he's got it right. He's got the singlet on. He's got the singlet, so that would keep him cooler. This guy in front here could go even faster if he got rid of those sleeves. Just put on the sunscreen to avoid the sunburn, and put on the sleeves.
Where is he from?
Germany. Oh. He's got good technique. He's got his chest out. He's running like there's a bit of string on his chest, pulling him along.
It's kind of like a little wave, their body.
Like a little banana. It's like you run a race run like a banana. Just don't stuff them in your shorts. And wow, there's this guy. This guy's running like he's a bit bloated. There's a bit of water in his gut. Well, maybe that's just his technique, but it doesn't look too efficient to me. But hey, fatigue can to do it. But these guys, in my opinion, they're racing in too lighter shoes. They need to have a heavier weight shoe, like an Ultra Paradigm, and they'll have less. They'll run faster in the end of the race, so less fatigue metabolites, because your legs are tired from the bike, pushing all those watts, 3 watts per kilo, whatever they do. But yeah, I can get these triathletes so much faster, man. So much faster. We know they're not using any EPO. I mean, no one's using EPO in Ironman. Because if they were, they'd be doing like 730s and shit. We know that it's clean because there's no prize money. We know that. Just maybe a bit of strong coffee in the morning. We know that it's full natty bra. But jokes aside, we could definitely look at ways to improve the speed. Well, this guy, I like this guy. He does have the hat on, but I would like to see him cut bits of. I would like to see him maybe just run with a visor, so his head, the heat can lose from his head, which will keep him cooler, which will help his central governor system go even faster. So I'd like to see these guys in visors versus hats, like this baseball cap style. I'd like to see the blue boy up here in the front, Patrick Langer. I'd like to see him with a singlet on there, like the guy behind, who's in ketosis man, ketosis Ken, and so he's getting a big motivational support. He's on the camera, and this is where you don't want to be on film. This is where you don't want to be on film when you're fucking hurting. Soon this camera's gonna drive off away from this guy. So what's he doing? See, he's hot. He's got to ditch the fucking hat. Do something. Get some scissors. Cut. Oh, look at that. Oh, now oh my God, he almost tripped up. He's really, this guy's losing big time. 30 cents of sugar, ice, everything on the ground. He's too little too late. Eat before you're hungry, drink before you're thirsty. If you're going to take so much stims that suppresses your appetite and water, you need to set an alarm clock on the bike. Every 10 minutes, have a sip of water. Every 20 minutes, have 30 grams of sugar. Just scull it, down your gullet. Motherfuck it. And this guy is doing the Oakley sponsorship proud. And we've got his splits. What's going here is 16, 5, 30 miles. What's this 16 mile in? I don't understand that. Do you understand the time check? Off the top of my head, I don't understand. even got energy to look at the thing. He didn't really process it that much. He didn't compute it. So this guy, he's also on the limit, but more on the limit that he can. Oh, there's another little look there. He's curious. So his brain is still functioning with curiosity. He's like, oh, I'm wondering. So he still cares. He's still very, very lucid. When an athlete doesn't care, that's when you know his lucidity is going. He or she's lucidity is going down, and the performance is about to drop big. So he's looking at his watch. He's like, he's still doing maths in his head. He closes his mouth a little bit. His mouth's made a little bit dry, but he's doing it very, very easy. His mouth's not even, this guy's next level today. Next level performance. This is carbs. This is sleep water sugar personified. Sleep water sugar personified. Turn the brightness of this screen up. Foot strike still looking pretty good. Mid-foot striking. Boom, 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 boom. Cadence. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's cadence has slowed down a lot. He's still, he's got his blood volume up, but he's got his glycogen down. This guy behind is running a bit more laboriously. He's starting to rocket again, running out of water sugar. This is a water and sugar race. This is all it is. It's just who can hold the muscle glycogen and hydration in the muscles for the longest. That's all it is. All these guys can run the same in training, ride the same in training. Very, very similar fitness level. It just comes down to on the day who has more glycogen in their muscles, who has more hydration in their muscles. And to minimize fatigue metabolites by using a heavyweight, highly cushioned shoe such as the Hockers or the Ultra Paradigm. I like the Ultra Paradigm because of the zero drop and the wide toe box. But if you're going to use those shoes, you want to make sure you put them in your rotation slowly so you avoid any Achilles or plantar fasciitis issues. So just you want to any new shoes, you want to ease it into the rotation. You don't want to turn up the day before Ironman or marathon and do them like I've done before. Even though I ran at 2:47 on 10 miles a week with them, but that was a bad mistake. It wasn't a mistake, but it was risky. It was a risky choice because it proved to be good. This guy's really struggled town, big time. Oh man, that's what happens when you get undercarbed. You get dehydrated, then you start to cramp up, and then you start to run on one leg, and then you're going to be really inefficient. You could get a fucking labial tear in your hip cartilage and shit. It's like a lot of factors. You get an Achilles issue. So you always want to be carbed up, hydrated. Drink enough water so you're pissing clear every 2 to 3 hours. Watching the Tour de France, those guys are pissing every 2 to 3 hours. Watching the World Champs recently in Bergen, Norway, we saw the guys pissing all the time in the tunnels, And they're like, here we have the girls. We've got the femmes, the ladies here. So I like this. What I like here, I like seeing that big expanse of skin on the belly area. That's really good. That shows she's going to dissipate heat really well. The girl behind her, is she running in a skirt? What's going on there? Skirts are alright to run in, but if it's windy, not as aero. But a skirt is good. I would recommend the best outfit for Hawaii or any hot races is just the briefs and the singlet top. Expose your gut. Expose the gut. So you can stay cooler. And just smother the sunscreen on there so you don't get sunburnt. This looks like the home stretch here, if I remember correctly. The head's going back a little bit. Maybe he's just running faster. Maybe he's just bringing it home. What's going to happen before an athlete bonks is they get a surge of adrenaline as the body tries to scrounge up more sugar into the muscles. It releases adrenaline. Adrenaline forces more sugar into the muscles. So often before you bonk, you get this massive surge where you feel like Superman. You feel like you feel like you're on 10 oxymethylone pills and you're just like, ah. But be careful with that. You don't want to feel like Superman. If you get a Superman spike, have some sugar, have some water because you're getting close to bonking because you're getting adrenaline release. But this guy's doing his stride. Look at that stride rate. Oh, look at that stride length as well. He's got his cup. I'm not sure. Maybe he's going to put that in a recycling bin. Why is he carrying the cup? Maybe he's forgotten about the cup now. What's going on here? Maybe he's got some vegan jelly babies in there. What's he doing now? He forgot the cup was in there. He's very, very focused. Look at that guy walking just then. Hang on, these guys have got a fucking marathon to go and they're walking. What? Did I see right? Wow. Is this a lap? Excuse my ignorance. Is this like a lap course, or I thought it was just out and back. A lot of spectators today. This does look like the home straight from what I've seen in those videos. Remember what was that the athlete's name? I forget it. The one who collapsed, the undercarb one. That was epic for forget her name. 1990s, I think it was. He's playing with What's he doing? What's he going to pull out now? What's he going to pull out now? What's he grabbing himself in the race? Oh, man. No fap. Hashtag no fap. Course record is 8:03. Craig Alexander, full natty bra, 2011, 8:03. The thing with the Ironman is you get different temperatures, so if you get a little bit hot, then you're going to notice it a lot more. What's he got? What's he packing down there? What's he packing down there? He's got like some little box. See that? What's that? What's it got in the little gut? It's like a little kangaroo pouch. Got a little Joey in there or something. What's this runner doing along here? And what are these guys doing? What's going on here? Where are these runners from? What's going on here? Why is there runners on the course?
There's fun runners.
I don't think they'd have a fun run in the Kona Ironman World Championships. Maybe, I don't know. Educate me down below. Educate me down below. This guy's done it so fast, maybe they've underestimated. What's he got there? What's that? What's this? What the fuck? He's got a bottle in there? What the fuck? He's got Coke in there. What? Like, where'd that come from?
It's like a Mary Poppins bag in his pants.
This is hilarious. I've got an ant on my leg. There's ants all over me right now. This is. He had the Coke. He had the banana. What the fuck? What? Those athletes he's passing. What's the deal there? Is there a half Ironman going on today or something? I doubt that wouldn't be too romantic having a half Ironman at Kona. In my opinion, he's carrying more stuff. It looks like I can see more bulges in there.
You're just jealous of his dong.
The dong. This is random. I don't know why you carry so much stuff. It's interesting. It goes to show you can carry a lot in your little pouch. He's got more stuff in there. I'm quite curious. I've settled down now. I'm not as manic as before, but I've settled down. He's got more stuff in there. So they've got the course record up there, 8:03. It seems to be close to the end of the race, and they're thinking he might. This is Kalani. Okay, so this is close to the end of the race. Kalani Street. It looks quite interesting. These other runners will be like, wow, there's a motorbike alongside me. And this is look at that. Just difference in speed. That's big gaps. Oh man, what was that then? What's he pulling out? Oh my god, okay. So he's got little sponges in there. Good idea. So this guy's good at heat management, but his outfit, he needs to cut the sleeves off. He needs to get the singlet going on. He needs to expose the belly. He's got more sponges out there. So he's getting ready for the photo op. Okay, so sub 8 hours we're going for here. They're going for sub 8 hours. He's not going to go sub 8. He's got a minute to go. But he's picking up the speed now. Looks like he's picking up the speed. So he's probably going to be 8:01, 8:01:30, I reckon. Very, very close. So he could have gone sub 8. He could have gone sub 8 for sure. He could have gone sub 8 if he picked it up earlier on. You know, but it just goes to show if he had competition today, he could have gone sub 8. He could have gone sub 8. It was just the differences in the hat. You know, we're talking minutes here in 8 hours. We're looking for marginal gains. If we exposed his belly, we wouldn't be able to carry all these little snacks. If we exposed his belly, he'd be cooler. If we gave him sleeveless singlet, he'd be cooler. If we gave him a visor, he doesn't. I'm not even sure why he's wearing this hat. Does he need the sun protection? Does he need it? If he doesn't, then fling the hat. Fling the hat. If you like having sun off your face, then wear the visor. But if you're just doing it for sponsors or whatever, fuck that. Sub 8, I say, he's missed the sub 8. He could have got it though, I reckon. He could have got it. He might still get the record though. Beat full natty bra Craig Alexander. No, he's doing a high five. That's pretty cool. Oh, what's going on here? He's doing a celebration. Maybe he's not aware that he's so close to the record. Maybe he's not aware of that. No, I don't think he's aware. I don't think he's aware of that record, because if he was, he probably would be going even a bit harder. Wow, he's running fast. Look at that kid running alongside. That kid looks like a good runner because he's got good stride rate. Yeah, so he's flying, man. He's flying. He's doing high fives and stuff. That's going to cost him time. I said 8:01:30. We'll see what he gets. So we'll see what he gets. He's slowing down a bit now because that guy's carrying a fucking camera with the gimbal. The guy must be a pretty good runner. He's doing this, yeah. So he's slowing down a bit. I said 8:01:30. What if you look at that shuffle behind him? Doing the duck run. 8:01:30. That's what I said. What's he going to get? Here we go, getting close now. 8:01:30. 8:01:30. Durianrider's prediction. 8:01:30. Grabs the flag. 8:01:21. 8:01:23. I wasn't far off, was I? Wasn't far off. 8:01:28. 2 seconds off my prediction. But so he did it. Look how he did it. But look how he's not even puffing, man. Look at his respiration rate on his belly. Look at his belly. It's not even really going in and out that much. Look at that. Look at his gut. It's not even going in and out that much. This guy could have done. He could have gone sub-8 easy. New record. New record. He could have gone sub-8 easy. Look at him. He's so lucid, man. He's so lucid. He's just done it fucking easy, man. Done it easy. Imagine if he had competition. Imagine if they were running stride by stride to you know, this guy's, wow, this dude did the best effort of the day in that much pain and ketosis and shit, and he's still doing pretty good. So now he's dropping with emotion, not with fatigue. He's dropping with emotion. The rally has kicked in, and he set the new record at Kona. So it's not fatigue, it's emotion. You can tell because he's sitting back up, he's crying, and he's like, yeah, I did it. You know. She's like, you got to clean the dishes when you get home. So that's it. He's done there. Put the sponsor's towel on there. Come, mate, get up. You got to go because there's people coming behind you. They're so saying he's doing the dance now. He's like the pingers. He's raving hard. He's dropped his little towel. Swim, bike, canyon, run. Swim, bike, canyon, run. I'll get it. Swim, bike, canyon, run. So he's in great. You know, his posture's really good. His posture's really good. He finished. No, he finished. He won it, and he set the record. So this guy could have gone even faster. So there's some new technology out there in Ironman 2017. So this guy here, how much did he put time into him? He put. So this guy had some carbs and water. He started to rebound a bit. He's broken out of the ketosis, but a little too late. You know, if he took the 30 cents of sugar on earlier, wow, the gap. He's recovered, hasn't he? He put some more water and sugar in the tank, and he's running a little bit straighter than he was before. He's running a bit, isn't he? He's running a bit straighter. See that? He's running a little bit better than he was before. Whoa. So 4 minutes. So 2.5 minutes off. So he did pretty good. He did pretty good. He recovered with some well. But so this guy put in the best effort of the day from a physiological perspective to bonk and to run out of sugar and still keep going. And then to carb up and sort of hydrate and run. Oh, here we go. Now we got some kudos. Now we got some kudos. On the course there was none, but now we've got the hugs and the a bit of sexual. A bit of passion there, a bit of fire. Guys, get a room. So it looks like he has recovered a fair bit. He's not as wonky as he was before. What's going on here? What's going on here? So yeah, that's the fast time, isn't it? But this guy's still waving, still just loving it, man. Still loving it. Just so lucid, man. So lucid. So yeah, he's recovered a fair bit. Well, he could have won it. He could have won it. Today his marathon split was 2:40. I'm just reading the live stream here. 2:40. 2:40 marathon. So pretty good. Faster than mine. Look at the face. And there's no redness. There's no dehydration. Very lucid. You know, very, very lucid. Very lucid. Let's listen to how he's speaking, if it's loud or not.
It is true. And I don't know if this has sunk in yet, that's right. But you just broke the course record by Craig Alexander.
So I apologize to Chloe.
No apology needed.
He was out there on the highway, and we're friends, and he believed in me when we raced 70.3 Subic Bay, and he said, "You're gonna win it," and I said, "No, I don't think so."
Just a quite humble guy, giving praise to Crowe. That's pretty good. That's very good. In today's world, where people often forget who helped him up, that's very good. That's very good to see. He's got some more. He's got some more food in his fucking pouch there. He's got something sticking out of his intercostal muscles. But it's good to see that humbleness where he's not afraid to praise Crowe, and yeah, that's really good. That's really nice to see that. It's rare in today's world, especially the corporate professional sports world or corporate YouTube world, where it's like it seems like every man for himself. People are ready to dog you at any moment. This is third place coming in, 8:07, so it's pretty close time. This guy could have run faster today as well if he put a little mid-drift top on and maybe shaved his hair off a bit more, stay cooler. Just every little bit helps, man. All these guys should have a shaved head. Chris Froome, Lance Armstrong, Pantani, they all understand the deal. It's too much hair. He looks stylish, but it's too much hair, man. It's too much hair. And he's not even that fatigued. He's more disappointed that he got third. Fuck, that's going to win this thing. But he could have done better. This guy's got it good. He's got the visor on. I like that. I don't like, though. You can tell they're hot because you can see that they've got their jersey unzipped, all right? They've got the jersey unzipped. You want to have the little fuck, my legs caught. You want to have the little tank top on. You know, you want to have as minimal clothing as possible. Run the Brazilian wax bikini budgie smugglers if you have to. You know, is this guy wearing Ultra shoes? Look like almost like Ultras. So his form's pretty good. He's just like he's cramped up a little bit in that right calf, maybe a little bit dehydrated, but he's still doing well. But yeah, we could man, I could shave time off these guys. I could shave so much time off these guys. These guys are dictated by fashion too much, and this stuff looks good. This is pro cycling kit. But in pro cycling, you're not running. You're always riding. So when you run, you generate a lot more thermal. You generate a lot more heat. So you need to have running clothing, not pro cycling clothing. These guys are going for the pro cycling look. This is not appropriate attire in the Ironman in hot conditions, in my opinion. And anyone can just do that experiment for yourself. Shave your hair, cut your hair short, wear a visor if you want a hat instead of a hat, baseball cap. It keeps the heat in. Shave your head. Run a singlet, belly top, little budgie smokers. Use socks, but use socks that are low cut. Use low cut socks. With these ankle socks, look at these socks that go up your shin. They make you hotter, man. They make you hotter. These guys wearing too much clothing, man. Look how long this guy's pants are. He's got all that quad muscles generating so much heat, but it's not getting out, and they're black. I want to see bright colours. The white is good. I like the white. This top's quite thin material. But it's pro cycling kit, man. This is fashionable kit. He's losing time with that. You know, so we want to see the singlet. The second place guy, Lyle Sanders, we'll call him Colonel Sanders. He has the right attire on, upper body. I would like to see the budgie smugglers from the 90s get a reintroduction into Kona. It's a hot weather course. I've never been to Hawaii, but it looks pretty hot. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. You can tell what the conditions are by looking at the crowd. Most people wearing shorts and t-shirts. I see a lot of singlets there. I see a lot of fluo colours, which means it's hot, it's holiday mode, it's warm. I see a lot of hats. Almost everyone's wearing a hat and sunglasses, so it's quite glary conditions. This guy's a little bit cooked. I think the secret with Kona is pretend, even if you are cooked, pretend you're not. Just for the sponsors. Just for the sponsors. No, it's not a good look, all right. Just, you don't want to show fatigue. People want to see. Oh, this guy, this Patrick guy, he's congratulating all the other guys. Well, that's really good. That's really good. This guy's got a lot of hair on, man. He's got to ditch that hair, run faster. Oh no, too much hair, bro. Too much hair. Shave it off. Shave it off. It's a little high five there. Well, that's nice little water in it. Good for a swim. Good for a swim. So that's my durianrider's Kona Live World Championships. That's my little... Oh, the women. I've got the women as well. Too much clothing. Too much clothing. I need... Yeah, can I just plug my Mac in, sweetie?
Oh, mine's dying.
Yeah, mine's live streaming, baby. So this is a live stream dominance over here.
No!
Live stream dominance.
I'm going to pull it out.
No, we don't pull out here. This is the second household. So this lady here, her mouth, what the fuck's she doing with her mouth? Her mouth's closed. Bitch, open your mouth. I shouldn't say bitch. I would say that as a coach. You know, lovingly, bitch, open your mouth. Open your mouth, man. Yeah, that's better. Mouth shut. It means you're going to go slow. Can't burn as much fat because you're not getting oxygen in there. So the women aren't too far behind. This guy's got way too much clothing on, man. Way too much clothing on. Bitch, dress less clothing. He looks like he's in good shape though, good condition. Like he's not too fatigued. He's just like, oh, you know, that was tough. Still going pretty good though. These guys are pretty big. They're pretty heavy. Oh, what's that? What happened then? What happened then? What happened then? Oh, the cramps kicking in. So you can see that the advantage of that little Patrick guy, the skinny dude up the front, and Tim Don as well. Tim Don, unfortunately, got hit by a car in riding this week, so he would have been a factor as well. My money would have been on Tim Don because he's super lightweight and he's good in the heat. Yeah, a lot of these guys are pretty heavy, but we could drop some weight off them. Anyway, that's the time to fly. Hocker 1-1, give me the heads up there. This female, doing very good, very good, but too much clothing. Too much clothing on. This is pro cycling. This is like a cross-country mountain bike race outfit. Too much clothing on there. These athletes can go a lot faster. He's wearing too much clothing. You got to, you know, do the Chrissy Wellington. She wore hardly anything. That's Chrissy Wellington had it right. Bikini is what you want to run. Just a little sports bra top and little briefs. That's all you need to have, man. You go so much faster because you'll be lighter as well. You'll be lighter because the more clothing you have on, it becomes this big wet rag. Alright, so you got a wet towel on. Get a towel, fill it full of water, go for a jog with that. And just get a t-shirt and soak it in water. So by having less clothing, you'll weigh less on the run. You'll stay cooler. Alright, if you're worried about sunburn, obviously just slap on the sunscreen. Slap on the sunscreen. We've got another person here coming through with too much clothing on. You know, so we've got the podium lined up here. A lot of green there, isn't it? And that guy on the right, he's full nutty by his shoulders, man. Swole. Swole. So he did the best run. He's the heaviest athlete there. He's the most muscular. Look how skinny that winner's arms are. Patrick, the blue boy. Look how skinny his arms are. So we're seeing probably different pharmaceutical programs here. We're seeing the new school, the Chris Froome style, lightweight, catabolic effect. And you got the guy in second there. He's recovered good now. He's recovered well. He's smiling again, but he's too muscular. This guy did the best run of the day, being so heavy. He's going to drink that champagne, so you know he's a bit of a dehydrated guy. Yeah, so he did the best one. He's the heaviest guy there, so he would have been the hottest. But he had that singlet on, so we'll give him points for that. Yeah, but we want to see some belly shown next time, guys, and we want to see some little more lighter weight budgie smugglers, Brazilian bikini wax style. These guys got a little bit of a thing going on, a little bit of man crush going on, a little bit of head tilt and a little head tap. So I think it's going to be a menage a trois tonight. I think it's going to be a duo, a bit of double, isn't it? Well, they're getting friendly, they're getting frisky. So if you want to come back to the hotel later on. Anyway, so that's Ironman 2017. Carbs, hydration, 30 cents of sugar. You could have won it. This guy here. Look at the clothing these guys are wearing. Why so much clothing, man? These tri-suits, man. These tri-suits are a bad idea. They're a bad idea. You stay too hot. In the cold weather would be good. But running, you get so, you know, you warm up when you run anyway. So that's my opinions, criticisms. They're right. You don't have to agree with me, but you'll still be wrong. He's going back out. He's going to do a lap. He's going to do another lap. Oh, he's giving the fans appreciation. Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Did he cross the finish line? Did he cross the finish line? So there's little heart things. Heartfelt finish. He's a big guy, isn't he? This dude's big. He's a big dude. So we could strip some weight off him and slim him down for sure. For sure. I think the issue with a lot of Ironman athletes is if you're taking too much testosterone, you bulk up too much. So I would say cut back the test, increase the EPO and corticosteroid usage to keep that leanness going on. Because as a runner, you want to be dominating in the run. So look at that. Yeah, look at that guy. He's too swole, man. Look at that shoulders, man. Those anabolic shoulders. Too big. Too big. Too much. He's done too much supplements. Too big, too muscular, in the wrong sport. So you can also see the redness in the face of the guy. and the white hat. A lot of blood flow there. Bit of a dead giveaway. But interesting. It is funny how the EPO doesn't give you the red look, but testosterone will. Wonder how that works. I don't understand that. EPO doesn't give you the red look, but testosterone does. So we got more Andy Potts come through. So yeah, there we go. Sebastian Canela, 816, another one coming through. Anyway, that's the commentary. That's the live stream. We've got the women coming through. The women coming through. So we've got 17.6 miles. We've got 750. Daniela Riff. So this looks like the girl. She got a 7-minute. Well, she got about a 6 minute 17 gap. Second place, Lucy Charles. We've got Heather Jackson, Sarah Crowley, Kaja Sali. So this girl's got a 7-minute gap with 26.2. So she's got about 6 or 7, 10 Ks to go. So I think she's going to do this convincingly if she holds it together. She's got to open that mouth up though. What's with this closed mouth? What's with the closed mouth? Why is she closing her mouth? Like, I mean, why is she closing the mouth? You know, what's she doing with a closed mouth? That's just, like, you're going to go slower. I mean, she's got a big gap. She's got 6 minutes on, but she should win it. But, you know, anything can happen in that 10K period, though. So she's got to really keep that mouth open and start breathing. Start breathing. You know, she's got to start breathing. She's got good form. She's carved up. She's hydrated. She's doing it pretty good. Oh, I like that. She said that person just ride past in the sports bra. That's that's what you want to run in. Sports bra only. Stay cool. Stay cool. These pros, though, they're limited by their sponsors. Sponsors dictate what they wear. It's unfortunate. They can go fast. They can win more stuff with the sponsors. She's got good form, good technique. We've got to open that mouth up all the time. It takes 3 kilos of oxygen to burn 1 kilo of fat. There's no point taking EPO if you're going to run with your fucking mouth shut. I mean, what's the point of doing EPO if you're going to run with your mouth shut? You want to have your mouth open, and so you can run. Get the oxygen in. There's no point taking oxygen-vector drugs if you're going to keep your mouth shut. Not that any of these athletes take anything. You know, this is full natty bra. I'm just speculating here. Just speculating. Look at that cadence of that other rider. Pick up a bit. But yeah, it's interesting stuff. So you run the splits, 100 grams of sugar per hour. You know, you take a litre of water in per hour, and stay cool. Wear your clothing that's really. I mean, she got a top zipped up, so this girl can go a lot quicker. Open that mouth, unzip that top, peel it back to a sports bra, take off that hat, and shave the head, Sarah Connor style, and just go for it. And just get rid of those pants. It's too much heat. They're hot, very, 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 very hot. You know, there's no airflow there. It's just a big plastic bag, a wet plastic bag you're basically wearing. And it's a lot of weight. Imagine if you stripped her off naked and put all her clothing on the scales. That'd be pretty heavy, man. Maybe 1 kilo or more. Especially that chamois would be getting really, really moist with the water retention there. So you think of that. And if you're a runner, man, you've got an extra kilo on you. That's definitely time you're losing for nothing. There's no advantage to wearing more clothing. The only advantage would be for sun protection. But in a one-day race, you can just put a lot of sunscreen on there. Just sunscreen the fuck up. So this guy here, he's pretty lucid. His eyes are quite focused still. He's still very responsive straight away to any commentary. Doing it easy. He's very loving, isn't he? He's got the arm wrapped right around there. He's in Snuggletown in a minute. He's getting ready for Snuggletown with the other guys. The little leaf hat, fresh made. The leaves are hydrated. The leaves are still lucid. But anyway, that's my comments, criticisms. No offense intended to anyone out there on the race day. You guys all did well. Hopefully, everyone learned the lessons about water and sugar, and shoes and clothing, haircuts, budgie smugglers, and eating bananas off your dong. Go the dong juice. Anyway, interesting stuff. Let me know your comments and criticisms down below. And what did you learn in this video? I was getting eaten by ants.